Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be going over the best settings for controller players. So first thing I noticed when I started to play Cyberpunk was that the controls felt a little off and a little clunky. So I'm going to go over the best settings to kind of like fix that. So first thing, you're going to want the inner dead zone to 0.5, which I believe is the default. Also, in addition, if you have like a controller that happens to have like stick drift or something like that, increasing the dead zone does generally fix that problem. So that's also a fix for that. You're gonna want vibration 0. I mean, this is also a preference thing, but I feel like it helps with aiming if you're just like not having to deal with that as much. Outer dead zone, you're gonna want to 0.99. So what this does is essentially there'll be, as we'll see like later on, a type of like speed boost when you're going from left to right with the controller. And what that does is like, instead of like when you're at like a tilt position, you'll have to hit all the way to the edge of your like control stick, and then it'll activate the speed boost essentially. So like it just makes it a little bit more consistent, and I think it just feels a little bit better. And then down here, horizontal and vertical sensitivity, you're just going to want the same. This is just kind of preference, like on what you end up like sticking with at the end of the day. And then over here, horizontal turning bonus. This is when you're like not scoped in. If you need to like turn on someone, for example, that's that speed boost that we're talking about on left to right. So if you hit all the way at the edge of your shell, you'll spin around pretty quick, so it's good on like turning on people. And you're going to want this on dynamic, which will help when you're target switching. It's good for that, so you're going to want this on dynamic. You're going to want to turn all these down to 0 other than horizontal turning. You're going to want at 1. These are just like a bunch of delays that kind of make the aiming experience feel kind of clunky, so I think you're just going to want to turn all those down to 0. And then you're going to want to go to, I believe it's in second. I believe it's in graphics. Just trying to find it. Oh no, yeah, it's in graphics. You're gonna want to turn motion blur off. Motion blur essentially makes it so when you're like panning across, like, you know, exactly like it sounds, it's gonna blur. You don't really want that. It's kind of annoying for sure. So I definitely recommend taking that off. And yeah, these are pretty much going to be your best controller settings. You're going to want to turn also in third person, you know, to dynamic as well, just for the consistency. Yeah, but these are going to be your best controller settings on Cyberpunk. So appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.